Hi everybody, it's Richard here again and welcome to another video. This is my Inbox 37 video where I show some new and second-hand vinyl that I got over the past month or so. Now in January I was furloughed from work, which means you've a lot of time in your hands and you go on to Discogs and you go on to eBay and you buy and you buy and you buy. And so I've bought quite a few things, so I'll show. There's a 7-inch single and there's some new vinyl, and as I say, there's some second-hand ones. Usually the second-hand ones are done to make up orders whenever the postage is no added postage. Now okay, so we'll start off with a single. One single, and it was posted by my local record shop to me, and it's David Bowie and Morrissey doing Cosmic Dancer as a live performance. And I had this on CD. I think it was actually a bootleg CD. It's not bad. It's bought for the collection. The B-side of it is Morrissey doing That's Entertainment, which was originally the B-side, I think, of Sing Your Life. Now the question is, where do I file this? Do I file this in the Bowie section or the Morrissey section? Well, it's mostly Morrissey, so I'm going to file it in the Bowie section. If David Bowie gets on the label, it gets filed in his section. So I'm glad to have it. I was looking forward to this, and yeah, it is good. So Cosmic Dancer live by Bowie and Morrissey. Okay, we'll start off with the new LPs, and I wasn't going to get this because it is very expensive. It's over £30, but it's a 3 LP set and it's absolutely brilliant, and really it's all you need of this band, bar a couple of songs. And if Matthew Smith is watching and you want to explore the Style Council, this is the one to get, or even get the CD, because there's even more songs in it and it's about a third of the price. And this is called Long Hot Summers, the story of the Style Council, and this covers all the singles, a lot of the B-sides and the best LP tracks, and as I say, it's really, really good. There's a couple of songs missing that I really like, which, you know, I'm only being picky here. Like for example, Blood Sports is not on it, and Spring, Summer, Autumn is not on it. But as I say, you get all the hit singles, and they're not in chronological order, which is great, so it makes the listening experience even better. I highly recommend this. I've been getting into the jam and the Style Council of late, and as I say, in one of the other videos, I really should listen to a wee bit of Paul Weller's solo material. I just can't get myself to do it though. But yeah, Long Hot Summers, the story of the Style Council, highly, highly recommended. And it's a beautiful, beautiful package as well. It's gatefold and so forth. I'm not going to take it out, never do. So, the Style Council. This one here I've always wanted, and it's been re-released, thank goodness. And it's Status Quo, picturesque stickable messages from the Status Quo, and it's their debut album. Now if you think of Status Quo like Rockin' All Over the World, Caroline Down Down, this is nothing like this. This is a psych album, and this is really, really good. In fact, their first 2 albums are very similar in sound, and they're both totally excellent. So this is actually a double album. It's one album's in mono, another one's in stereo. I've played the mono version. Now Black Veils of Melancholy is very similar to Pictures of Matchstick Men, but I prefer the Black Veils of Melancholy. They even do a version of the Bee Gees' Spicks and Specks, which is great. Ice in the Sun's on this, Elizabeth Dreams, Gentleman Joe's Cafe. It's a really, really strong album. And Status Quo had no success in America apart from the Pictures of Matchstick Men single, which I think got in the top 70 or something, and that was it. But this is really, really good, and it's a fantastic British psych album. Next up, and whenever I won the Rob Walker's contest, he sent me Bob Dylan's Tempest, which made me go out and get the other one I wanted from the 21st century that I didn't have in vinyl. And it is, oops, the wrong way around, Modern Times. This too is another great album. Now this one is in a gatefold sleeve. And Thunder on the Mountain, I think, was the single off this, which is really good. The whole album's excellent. Working Man's Blues #2 I really do like. When the Deal Goes Down, Someday Baby. Yeah, I've had this in CD for quite a while and it is excellent. In fact, all his stuff post from Time Out of Mind is really, really good. So Bob Dylan's Modern Times, and this wasn't that expensive either. A lot of these Bob Dylan albums seem to be coming down a little bit in price because they were usually sitting around £30 and I think I got this for 20, so yeah, great album. Now this one I've had for about a month and a bit, and the problem I have with it is I've played it, half of it, once, and this is Toyah's Ophelia's Shadow, and it's her 1991 album. It doesn't sound anything like her 1980s stuff whenever she was very successful. I'm not going to say it's proggy, but it's veering towards that. But I did lie down on the sofa one night and I played half of this, and unfortunately it was the time that I was just hit with the COVID, and then I thought I don't feel very well and I stopped and I went to bed, and I haven't played it since, and every time I see the album it reminds me of being sick now, which is a shame. But it's either track 2 or track 3. It's The Shaman Says Our Brilliant Day, which is very, very acousticy, which I thought was absolutely amazing. Now Robert Fripp is all over this because he has co-written a couple of the songs off this, but yeah, what I've heard, side 1 I think is really, really good, and it's not the Toyah of the Thunder in the Mountains, It's a Mystery or I Want to Be Free sort of stuff. This is a completely different Toyah, and you know, I will give it a listen pretty soon, and it's on a nice coloured vinyl. It's like a light blue vinyl as well, which actually sat on the turntable for 3 weeks because I didn't have even the energy to put it away. So, but thankfully that's all done now and I'm perfect again. So Toyah's Ophelia's Shadow. Okay, so those are the new ones, second-hand ones, and most of these are dirt cheap. I bought this. This is Vangelis' greatest hits, or the best of Vangelis. And I bought this because I like Chariots of Fire. It's not on it. This is an older one, but it was cheap, and I thought, well, he's a respected artist, but I haven't played it yet. So that's one to look forward to. Now, a duo that I am really getting into at the moment, and it's the Everly Brothers, and it's ever since I showed an Everly Brothers album on a previous video, and I saw this, and this is my favourite Everly Brothers album called It's Everly Time. And this is the one with So Sad to Watch Good Love Go Bad, Carol Jane on it, and Memories Are Made of This, Oh True Love. I absolutely love this, and I saw this going for a £5 and I thought, yeah, definitely. I have this on one of those 2 for CDs, and I'm now starting, unfortunately, to increase my Everly Brothers collection, so on vinyl. And the next inbox, I'm sure there will be a few more to show because I've ordered a few more, so I'm glad to get this. And I got another one as well at the time, and this was extremely cheap. This is Instant Party. This is not as good as the last one, but it's still not bad at all. Step It Up and Go is very good, and the big hit off this is Temptation, which I love. But yeah, there's something about these two guys' harmonies. They're really, really excellent. Okay, I still think Simon Garfunkel's are even a higher level, but I still love the Everly Brothers. Also, I found this at last at a very, very reasonable price, and it's Roy Orbison's In Dreams. Now, this is one of the early Roy Orbison albums that I didn't have. I had the first 2, Crying, and then I had a load more of the 60s, but this one was missing, and this one was always a little bit more pricey. I don't understand why, because this was his most successful one in the UK, but this here is it's a VG Plus one, and I think it only cost a £5, and I thought, right, that's definitely, I'm getting it. And I played it last night, and it sounds really, really good, and it's got obviously In Dreams on it, but it has Blue Bayou on it, and a really good version of All I Have to Do Is Dream. This one here was a bit of a blind buy, but I know the actual title track, and it's Ike and Tina Turner's River Deep Mountain High, and I played this last night. A lot of these only came this week, and I played quite a few records yesterday, and yeah, this is also very good. River Deep Mountain High is absolutely magnificent. I do like their version of Save the Last Dance for Me, and their version of Arthur Alexander's Every Time I Have to Cry, but I absolutely love that song. I haven't heard a bad version of it yet. You know, the Bee Gees do a great version, Graham Parker does a great version, Arthur Alexander does a fantastic version himself. So yeah, this was a little bit more of a sort of a soulful, funky version, but it's excellent. Yeah, really enjoyed this. I'm glad to get it. Not a huge Tina Turner fan. I do have a few of her albums which I picked up for next to nothing, and there's always something on them that I like, but this would be the best of the bunch for me. I bought this because I saw it going cheap, and it's Sandie Shaw's Hello Angel, and this is her 1988 album. Now, Sandie Shaw had a little bit of a revival in 1984 when she had a hit with her version of the Smiths' Hand in Glove. Now, Hand in Glove is on this, but it's a re-recorded version. It's not the same. This is probably better than the actual single version. It sounds better. She also does a version of A Girl Called Johnny, the Waterboy song, on this as well. I haven't played this yet. I just played the Hand in Glove to make sure it was a different version. So nothing less than brilliant is the other song I do know of this, because it was on like a great hits CD. So yeah, glad to get it. Sounds good, and just a nice looking LP, and you know, look forward to it. Another female singer I bought, and it is Suzanne Vega's album. I think this is her debut album. This is the one with Marlena on the Wall, which I have the single of. I bought it at the time. Again, haven't played this. They only arrived yesterday. And Small Blue Thing, I think I remember as a single. I thought Luca was on this, but it doesn't appear to be. But yeah, going by Marlena on the Wall, I'm sure this is good. I'm sure Shannon knows that this is a very good album as well. So yeah, glad to get it. Very, very, very cheap as well. This one cost a little bit more. It was less than a tenner. It was about £8, and it's the Vapors, and it's New Clear Days. And I fancied this because all I have of the Vapors is the Turn Japanese single and Jimmy Jones. And Turn Japanese is on this, and Music 10's on this, and I think it's a great song as well, although I don't have it. And this is actually getting quite difficult to get. Now this is, I haven't played it again, it only arrived yesterday, and this is going on the turntable straight away. It's a VG Plus, so hopefully it's VG Plus, because it was only I think £7 or so. But glad to get it. I remember seeing this in the shops way back in the days and never bought it. So the Vapors, New Clear Days. Now we'll finish off with a couple of guilty pleasures from the same band. I always like my guilty pleasures, and these were cheap. Well, the second one wasn't. The second one was actually a fiver, but the first one I think was 99p, and it's Dollar. Now, before you say anything, this is the very best of Dollar, which is more or less the same as their first album. Now, it does have the song on it, for Who Were You With in the Moonlight, which I think is one of the great pop songs of 1978 or 79, I'm not sure. It's going a wee bit funny, my colour here. Anyway, that's better. But it also has things like Shooting Star, which is a great single. Their version of I Wanna Hold Your Hand is, well, I don't know. Ring Ring's really good, and Love's Got a Hold on Me. Overture itself is very proggy, so it's really, really good. I really enjoy it. It's really good pop music, but there you go. Dollar, the very best of. And because I bought that, I bought this here. Dollar 6-song album, which is really 6 singles, I think. So you've got Videotech, Mirror Mirror, Anyone Who's Anyone, Handheld in Black and White, Give Me Back My Heart, and Give Me Some Kind of Magic. I know 5 of those are singles. Now, before you say anything else, this is produced by Trevor Horn. So why would Trevor Horn produce Dollar if he didn't think they were half decent? It does have that 80s sound, but those singles are great. Like Mirror Mirror is fantastic, as is Handheld in Black and White. Absolutely brilliant. Really, really good pop music. So there you go. David Van Day and Teresa Bizarre. So, and David Van Day actually was in Bucks Fizz for a while in the 90s. So there you go. Dollar, extra price, 6-song album. Okay, so those are some of the most recent finds. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to have another video quite soon. All the best now. Bye bye.